What's up, guys? I'm TRX Master Instructor Amy McMullen, and today I've got a 30-minute intermediate level strength and conditioning workout for you using the TRX suspension trainer and the jump rope. So we're going to be doing 4 rounds today, alternating strength and high intensity work. The last round is going to be all core, so we'll get working on those abs and obliques and whatnot. And at the end of this, hopefully you'll feel those muscles and be super sweaty. Go ahead and hit start on your workout tracker if you are tracking things. I'm going to hit go on the timer so we can get warmed up, and we're going to start over here on the straps. So we're going to start with some squats and step back lunges. So I'm going to get that out of my way. Straps are mid-length. I'm going to hold onto the handles facing the anchor point, elbows at my sides. Let's go. So to warm up the lower body, we're going to start with a body weight squat, step back with the right foot into a reverse lunge, back to a body weight squat, and then step back onto the left foot. All right. So we're just alternating one squat, one step back lunge, hinge forward on the squat, stay upright on the lunge. At your own pace is fine. If you need to, you can sit back on that squat and use your upper body to pull yourself up, but body is nice and tall throughout the movements. So let's go ahead and flip around for some rollouts. Facing away from the anchor point, palms are down at shoulder height. You're going to come up on your toes, squeeze your booty, and send your arms overhead. You look like Superman at the bottom of this. Hold at the bottom, and then come back up. What I'm looking for during this move is a nice straight line from head to heels. If you're not at a very deep angle, feel free to stay flat-footed. You just want to make sure you feel those abs as the arms go overhead. I always say find your shaky spot, and that's when you stop and come back. If you want more though, go ahead and get into a deeper angle for that. We're going into a little T-spine rotation here. Thoracic spine is this big middle section of your spine. I'm going to hold both foot cradles in my right hand, turn sideways to the anchor point, free arm goes on top, outside toe goes to the back. All right, deep breath in. Exhale, I'm going to lower myself down with the right arm and then twist around, following my left arm with my eyes, and then pull myself back up. I'll do a little adjustment here. Deep breath in. Big exhale out. Oh, and then back up. If you're lucky, you get a little cracky crack there. Deep breath in. Big exhale out. But even if you don't, it's still a good rotation for the middle of that spine to help it wake up a little bit. Let's switch sides. Left hand has the foot cradles. I'm going to stay in line with my anchor point. Free arm on top, outside toe goes to the back. Deep breath in. Big exhale out. Lower myself down with the left arm, follow the right arm around with my eyes, and then pull myself back up. Now, you don't even have to be at an angle for this, and you can certainly be flat-footed. I like to go up on my toe because that helps me not arch my back. So if I come up on my toe, I can tuck my hips under, and that helps me stay aligned in my spine. I have a tendency to arch my back, so I try to avoid that when I can. All right, and then lastly, we're just going to do some wide hip hinges just to get a little stretch in the back of the legs. I don't know about you, who's got tight hammies? Tight hammy club. Shoulders back, feet wide, toes forward. So we're going to hinge at the hips, flat back forward until you feel a nice stretch in the hamstrings, and then press down on the handles to come back up. Now, can you keep a flat back, straight spine, all the way forward and all the way up? Sometimes it's easy to be like, oh my gosh, I want to arch forward and then I want to roll up. If you are in dance class and you want to rock that out, please do. But for today, we've got a bunch of plank-based things that we need to be able to keep a straight spine for, okay? So I'm going to drop these straps. We've got some jump rope stuff today. Now, if you don't have a jump rope on hand or you're not very good at it, don't worry. You can do these foot patterns just the same, and you can fake the arms, which is what we're going to do for this part of the warm-up. Let's pretend that we are doing a jump rope right here. No jump rope needed. Little jumps here. And if you are not into jumping, this might not be the workout for you because it's kind of jump rope based, but you can always take a lighter option with this little boxer shuffle here. If you want to try to take a little footwork option, you can take the feet out and in, a little straddle jump, or you can do a little scissor leg. As Beyonce says, do the scissor leg, touch your heel, touch your toe. All right, so we're going to be throwing some of those options into some of our jump rope work today. Like I said, they're just options, so be ready for them if you want them. First up, round one. We're going to be alternating crossing balance lunges on the straps with a little bout on the ropes. 45 seconds of each, 15 seconds to switch places. Starting with the crossing balance lunge. So I'm facing my anchor point. Elbows are at my sides with the straps tight. I'm going to center my right foot, take my left toe. I'm going to step back on the diagonal, drop my knee towards the floor, and then step together. If you've got that regular crossing lunge down, I want you to hover the back foot. I'm going to drop the knee, but I'm not going to touch the foot to the ground. All right, when I do that, this hip takes a little tilt out to the side, and that fires this little the side booty, okay? So we're trying to work the hips in different angles than just front and back. All right, so going a little bit to the side and a little bit on the diagonal is what's going to help us. If you want more, lift the knee up at the top. Drop the back knee, lift the knee up at the top. Okay, either way, straightening the knee and the hip every time. So put that down, we'll be back to it in a second. First round of jump rope. Get excited. Now the good thing is you're at home, I can't see you. Doesn't matter if you mess up or not. Bad thing is I'm on camera, so I'm gonna look funky if I keep messing up. But we're gonna start with just a basic jump rope. Go. You can do the single jump if you feel better. Going a little bit slower, the double jump might be your jam. All right, and then like I said, if jumping, like a lot of impact is not your jam today, you can take a little boxer shuffle, which I can't do as well with the with the rope, so you can do that without and fake your jump ropes from here. Either way, it's just 45 seconds. So if you want to go fast, go fast. If you want to go slow, go slow. We got 9 seconds left. I'm going to try to do this with as few mistakes as possible today. And rest. Okay, we'll be back at this in just a second. We got to come over here and do our other leg on the crossing balance lunge. Because I know some of y'all were like, Amy, other leg. We didn't do the other leg. Ah! It's fine, I got you. Elbows bent at your sides. Left leg center with the anchor point this time. Start the exact same way. Drop the back, step back with the back toe on the diagonal. Drop the back knee, and then step together. Drop the back knee, step together. Now, arms have to come into play here. I'm going to drop my back knee, hover the back foot, and step together. My arms are doing a little bit more work, which is one of the reasons I love this balance lunge, is because it ends up being full body. It's legs, booty, arms, obliques, because trying to keep yourself upright. You got a lot going on here. Add that knee up. If you did it on the other side, drop the back knee, drive up through the front heel. Drop the back knee, drive up through the front heel. Yeah. All right, second set on the jump rope. Again, we're just doing the basic. If you want to take that shuffle, you can. If you want to go bigger and take a double under, you rock that out, all right? That is all you. Let's go, all right? The biggest thing with jump roping that I have found for anybody that is not a master jump roper, because I'm not one either, is just trying to let your hands whip the jump rope around so the rest of your body is chilling. If you try to do like a big arm movement, you're gonna do what I did. Your rope's gonna go wild. It's gonna be really hard to find a rhythm, all right? I'm just trying to do this first round without smacking myself in the shins. Ooh, I almost did it, I almost caught a toe. Belly button in, we got 6 seconds left. Oh, all the way till the end. Then I caught it. Whatever, it doesn't matter. Second round, upper body alternating with the rope. So we're going TRX low rows, bet you've never done that before. Tilt your barrel lock, pull your adjustment tab all the way up to the top. We're going short straps here. And we've got a 45-second set of low rows. These are for your back muscles here, your lats, back of the shoulders, and arms. So facing your anchor, wrist to rib cage, walk yourself down a little bit, super straight hips and body. Straighten your arms. I'm going to turn my palms down and then rotate my arms to come in and up. Palms are going to face down when I straighten my arms, rotate them in towards each other, and then pull the scapula, your shoulder blades, back in together each rep. Now, for me, it's really easy to arch my back and jut my ribs forward, so I have to think hide my ribs and keep my shoulders back at the same time, which is kind of tough. We've just got, what do we got? We got 10 seconds left. I'm gonna go a little bit deeper just to make this a little bit tougher resistance-wise, only because we only have a few seconds left. Eyes on the anchor and rest. All right, we'll be back to that in just a second. Over here, if you're fine with the basic or the shuffle, go ahead and keep those going. What we're gonna do this time is we're gonna start to add a little scissor leg action with the feet if you want it. So here we go. Get your rhythm first. And now don't go big on these steps. You're keeping the same foot rhythm, maybe just 6 inches apart, and you're just taking those feet back and forth. If you get weirded out or you catch an edge, I said catch an edge like we're snowboarding. If you catch a toe, then just come back to the center, find your groove, and then start back up again when you feel ready. Caught an edge. All right, we got 14 seconds left. Belly buttons in. We're breathing, we're loving it. I'm gonna pick it back up and hope that I don't lose it. And rest. Whew. Back to that in a second. Tricep kickbacks. Let's go mid-length straps. Grab both your barrel locks, tilt, pull the adjustment tab down to the mid-length marks, and we're gonna go palms down. Now, step in so hands are by your hips. I got gorilla arms, so I'm actually gonna go super long on these straps. From here, I'm gonna bend the elbows, keeping them at my sides, and then I'm gonna press straight down, pressing my shoulders away from my ears. Bend the elbows, straighten the elbows. So if you were doing a classic dumbbell kickback, all you're doing is bending and straightening the elbow. It's the same thing here. We're just upright, all right? We're gonna take this low row and this tricep kickback, and we're gonna put them together in the next round for the TRX pull press, which is why we're refreshing our memory on them right now, okay? Such a good move. Be back to that in a second. Back over here, we're going back to our little leg action, but this time we're gonna take it out and in. Again, super small movements. Get your groove first. Here we go. Now, for me, I have more trouble with this one than the forward one because I'll go too wide and I catch an edge. So, out, in, out, in, out, in. All right, I got it. I'm gonna shut up so I don't mess it up. If this one doesn't work for you, go back to one that does work for you. So, if you were a fan of the scissor leg, rock that one out. Oh, man. But remember, it doesn't really matter if you mess up. I can't see you. And even if I could see you, I wouldn't tell you anything bad about yourself. If you're gonna mess up, it's good to do it on the very last one. Okay. Whew. Pull press. We're gonna put the row and the tricep kickback together. So I went fully long on my straps. I'm gonna have a seat back as far as I can be and still lean back just a little bit. I'm gonna bring my right knee in for this whole set, all right? This leg stays out in front of me. I'm gonna look at my anchor, do a low row to pull myself up and stand on this right leg. Then I'm gonna shift my weight forward to the front leg, and I'm gonna do a kickback and dive my head in between the straps towards the anchor. And then I'm gonna slowly lower myself back to the floor. Pushing off this right leg, row, turn the palms down, press, and then back down. If you haven't done this before, it takes a little while to get used to it, so if you feel janky, don't worry. It's a combination of this row, the press, and standing up on this right leg. You can always scoot back a little bit if you need a little bit more or need a little bit of help. And rest. Whew, it gets the heart rate up because you're using your whole body to make it happen. Whew. All right, what are we gonna do this time? You've got options. High knees or butt kickers, all right? So first, we're gonna find our groove. Now, I'm not necessarily great at either one of these. I'm gonna try to show them to you. Ooh, oh, no, not good. So you kind of have to get going here first. Let me see if I can do it again. Oh, there it is, there it is, there it is. Okay, I found it. You gotta go faster. That groove didn't really help me. But it's really hard. If you wanna go for it. I got a foot thing right now. Doesn't feel great on my foot. So I'm gonna come back to the center. You guys keep going now. You got 7 seconds left. Rest. Hey, y'all sweating? I'm sweating. Same pull press, other leg to help you out. Keep your head up, arms straight, left leg in this time, flat on the floor, right leg out, proud chest. Pull, turn your palms down, shift your weight to the front leg, press, turn the hands in, slowly lower yourself down. Proud chest, pull, palms down, press, hands go back like they're going behind your hips, in and up. I'm pressing off of the left leg to the right leg, and then going back to the left leg on the way down. Eyes up on your anchor point at the bottom, eyes on the floor at the top. And I'm trying to take the crown of my head towards the anchor in between the straps. Okay? If you didn't get it, don't worry. You'll see it again one day. Back over here to the straps. Now, if you did the high knees last time and you want to repeat those, be my guest. We're going butt kickers this time. Same deal. Try not to catch your rope on your foot. All right? There it is, there it is. So, heel to booty. So it's like you're running. And I don't know about you guys. Oh, I just caught my foot. I don't know about you, but when you were in elementary school, did you do that thing across like the playground where you were like, ah, 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 ah. That was me. You know you could do like anything on a jump rope when you were 10? Like I said, this is the single leg stuff doesn't feel great on my foot. I also don't want to eat it on this video. So I'm gonna be right here. You guys do what you want. Butt kickers, high knees if you want to go big, shuffle if you don't, rest. Okay, that was the last time on the ropes. You got 1 minute to get your straps to mid-calf length. So tilt the barrel lock, pull the handle up to the bottom of your kneecap so that the foot cradle is at mid-calf or about 8 to 12 inches off the floor. Do that with both sides. We're going toes in. You may want a mat. Make sure your mat centers with your anchor point. I'm gonna grab a quick sip and I'm gonna bring my towel over. We're done with the jump rope. We're finishing up round 4 here, just core. I'm gonna keep that water nearby. We gotta go toes in. Fingers in the foot cradles. Lay on your back. Toes go up through the bottom, and then you flip over. I'm gonna wiggle myself back over here. We're gonna start with an alternating single leg crunch. So, hands and knees. I got a wrist thing too, so I'm going on my knuckle over here. You're gonna press up, actually I'm not, I'm gonna go with my fingers. Kick your heels out, lift the hips, one heel or knee comes in, kick back, steady the plank. Other knee comes in, kick the heel back to the handle. So you're up and back, up and back. Keep rocking. You can do this from your forearms too if you're like me and you got wrist stuff going on. So from there, we're going into a little side plank on the right. All of these are 30-second sets, I believe. So I'm gonna roll over onto my right side, elbow under my shoulder. Now when I did that, my top leg came in the front. I want that to stay in the front, and I'm gonna go heel to toe. All right, pressing off this hand, straightening both legs. I'm gonna lift my hips up. I'm gonna try to look forward and open my chest to this side wall. Now, if your legs are swinging, put your hand down until you straighten the legs, kick them together so that they stay stable, and then you can take the arm off and try to straighten the hips out. And breathe. Deep breath in, big exhale out, hand down, hips or knees down, back to center. So now, We're gonna do a single leg crunch with the right leg, and then a leg abduction, which means you take your leg out to the side with the left leg. Right leg crunch, left leg abduction. Right leg crunch, left leg abduction. We have 30 seconds, all right? So I'm gonna go on my forearms, kick those heels back on your handles, lift the hips as you bring your right knee in, take the hips straight as you straighten the leg. Now left leg is gonna go out to the side, but don't move your right leg, okay? So knee crunches, settle the plank. Left leg to the side, settle the plank. Each time you come in, come back to center for that, okay? Oh, I don't like being on my forearms, but my wrist likes me being on my forearms. Rest. Okay, sweat dropping everywhere. Other side plank, and then we'll come back to the center to do the other crunch. So, I brought my towel over here. I was smart. I had it ready to go. All right, are you in line with your anchor? Is your front foot the top leg? Heel to toe, here we go. Elbow under your shoulder, straighten the knees. I'm gonna lift myself up, pressing from my hands, and I'm pushing my feet down. All right, once your legs are steady, only if they're steady, are you allowed to try that handoff, okay? I'm looking at the wall in front of me instead of at the floor. Don't look at your abs either. They're there, don't worry about them. 3, 2, 1, hand down, hips down. Whew, okay. Over to your stomach. Left knee crunch this time. Right leg abduction. On the abduction, both legs are gonna wanna go, but they can't. Only the right leg. So that left leg has to be like super straight. You're kicking your heel back on the handle the whole time. Here we go. On my forearms, I'm gonna kick my heels back and straighten my knees like a mother. Lifting the hips, left knee comes in, straighten both legs. Right leg goes out, straighten both legs. Left knee comes in, back down, right leg goes out, back in. Okay? I'm looking at the floor in between my hands to try to keep my neck long. I'm not trying to crunch my leg forward, my neck forward, excuse me, and back. Okay. Whew. We're coming toes out. We're going heels in. Now, I have adjustable foot cradles. I made them smaller for the toes in work. Now I'm gonna make them bigger really quickly for heels in, because that allows you to put more of your heel in when you've got lots of room for it. So if I straighten my legs, my feet should be directly under the anchor point, fingers in the foot cradles, lay back, heels go on top. Now, alternating single leg hamstring curl. So hips up, right leg curls in, back out. Left leg curls in, back out. Now, your knees are gonna wanna wobble inward, and you are not going to let them, all right? Hands can be on the floor. You're trying to pull your knee over your hip bone, all right? And you're trying to keep even tension on both straps while you do that. Rest, so that they don't saw back and forth like that, okay? What's next? What's next? I don't remember. Hip abduction, okay. It's the power of the timer when you put your workout on it beforehand. Whew. Hip abduction. So we're going hips up. Both legs are coming out and in, away from each other. So take your legs wide, hold there for a second, and then come back in. If you look at your toes for a moment, they should be pointing straight up to the sky and then coming back in. Now, you can do this fast if you want to, but slower is actually harder. So hips stay level, take the legs out, hold for a moment, back in. You'll feel your low back, you'll feel your booty, you'll feel those hamstrings. You got a lot going on. All right, lastly, I believe, one leg curl, just like our plank, and then the other leg abducts all by itself. Now that abduction is gonna be really hard to do one leg. The other one's gonna swing, try to control it. All right, here we go, hips up. Right leg curl, pull it out, left leg abduction. Now we're switching. Left leg curl, right leg abduction. Right leg curl, left leg out to the side, left leg curl. Oh, I don't know if you can feel your hamstrings, but I can feel mine. Right leg curl, left leg out to the side and in. Right leg out to the side and in. Whew. Timer, where you at? Tell me it's time to stop. I'll be your best friend. Arms off if you want it harder. Arms off if you want it harder. Whew. Oh, salvation. And rest. Whew. All right, what do we got? Ooh, hallelujah, it's time to stretch. So, legs out. We're gonna do a little lunge stretch, a little low lunge. So, you don't have to put your straps together. You can if you wanna tie them together in single handle mode. I'm gonna take my left foot in both foot cradles, and I'm gonna put my right leg forward. We're gonna take a low lunge stretch for your inner thighs, your groin, your hip flexors. So, right leg is forward. I'm gonna go left hand to the ground, press my hips forward, and then I'm gonna press my heel back towards my handle. Now, I made my foot cradles bigger, so my foot may slip through, so I'm gonna scoot forward a little bit. Now, yes, you can do this on the floor, but if you do it in the straps, you can take a little rock back and forth, which should feel really nice. You can take a rotation by taking that right arm up and get a little twist there. But what I like is to drop the knee, reach behind me and grab both straps, and then hinge forward and pull the straps in for a little quad stretch. I think that's called bow in yoga. Maybe, I don't know, don't quote me, I'm not a yoga instructor. Let's switch legs. So, right toe in both foot cradles, facing away from the anchor point still. I've got my left leg forward. Now I put my toe pretty far in front of my knee so that I can shift forward, but I've also got a good amount of flexibility, so I can do that. If you can't touch the floor, if you've got like a water bottle or a yoga block or a couch or a chair or something, feel free to put your hand there. Okay, I'm gonna kick my legs straight, so I wanna take my heel to the handles. I'm gonna scoot forward so they don't fly through there. I'm gonna take my rock front and back. Remember, you can take your twist if you want it, but because we've only got a few seconds left, I'm gonna look back, grab the straps, shift forward, and then pull that heel up. Ooh. I obviously can't do that and talk at the same time. All right. I like to do those a couple of times on each side if I've got time. We ain't got time for that, but if you want to do that afterwards, it's a good one. All right, we've got a chest stretch to kind of be upright here. Ooh. Thumbs up, shoulders back. Now, did we work chest today? No. Do I know that? Yeah. But do we all need a little chest stretch? Most likely. Okay. All of us are here most of the day on our phones or in our cars or at our desks. The more we can get those shoulders back and kind of open up through the chest, the anterior, the front of the shoulders, the biceps, the better. All right, we've got 4, 3, 2, 1. And if you were doing all those jump ropes with me, we're gonna do a little calf stretch. So take these straps under your arms and then flip your hands over so that the straps are under your arms, and then walk forward. I always say to put your chicken wings on is what it looks like. Wrist to rib cage, feet together, you're on your toes, and if you just drop one heel back and then press your hips forward, you get a nice little calf stretch here, okay? And then you can switch legs, drop that heel down, straighten the knee, and then press the hips forward, okay? And drop the heel. So you can pedal out the feet one at a time, or you can drop the heels, both of them. If you get a little deeper, that'll get a little bit of a deeper stretch. You need a lot more ankle mobility to rock that out. And you can also press the heels down and bend the knees at the same time and get a little bit lower into that stretch. Whew, I'm sweaty. Our time is up. That means we gotta go. Hopefully you guys had a great time. You felt your hips, you felt your back, you felt your core, got your heart rate up. If we did all those things, check, 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 we are good to go. Hope to see you next time. Thanks so much.